Welcome to Bowls, Beers, and Brawls. You got Big B here with you. Hope you're doing well out there, fight fans. I want to talk a little bit about Todd Duffee. Yeah, the one, the only Todd Duffee. He made an appearance on the Mike and Mish Show last week, which that in itself is a little bit strange since he hasn't fought in quite a while. We haven't really heard anything from him for quite a while. Moving on through the interview on the Mike and Mish Show, which I will leave a description if you want to check it out for yourself. It will be down, a link in the description. Bottom line is Duffy's looking for a fight, and he wants to fight in BKFC. Now he was scheduled to fight in GFL, but we all know what kind of shit show that turned out to be. So. He's looking for a fight, and he's looking for a fight in BKFC. Now, the big question is, does Feldman and company, do they take the risk? Let's look at some of the numbers. You got to go back to 2014 for Duffy's last win, and I believe that was inside the octagon, if I'm not mistaken. It was MMA anyway. But yeah, folks, 2014. Now, keep in mind, he did take over 4 years off away from any kind of combat sports. But even so, that's still a lot of years without a victory. And you also got to keep in mind, like, he doesn't have an extensive combat sports record. What is he? 9-3, 9-4. Maybe a no contest in there as well. So, I mean, realistically, that's not a wealth of combat sports experience. He is a huge name for somebody that has so little fights. It's amazing. But with that huge name, obviously comes a price tag, right? The bigger the name, the bigger the payday for you. That's what it's all about, making a name for yourself. So does Feldman and company take a risk? I mean, last time we saw Duffy was against Ben Rothwell. That was over a year ago for sure. And 43 seconds is what that fight lasted. Now, at that time, I'll fully admit, I thought Duffy took a dive. He was just there for the paycheck because it didn't look like much, right? It's not like he got knocked the fuck out, anything like that. It turned out it was an injury. Now, if I do recall, he did fall back a little bit weird against the ropes, which, from what I understand, those ropes are basically just steel. There's not much give in them. And Duffy did end up having surgery. Now, if that was a direct result, I'm not 100% sure, or if it was something that was lingering and that just finished him off. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, he did have surgery to repair something in his neck, I believe is what it was. So he says he's healthy now, says he's like 100%, says he's ready to fucking go. So with all of that being taken into effect, if you're David Feldman, are you taking a chance, another chance on Todd Duffee? Now, personally, this is such a torn right down the middle subject for me because I fear that Duffy is looking for a payday more than a fight. I don't have any proof for that, and that's just my opinion. But there is that lingering in the back of my mind. But it's also lingering, kicking around in my mind too, that, hey, if he's healthy, he's not getting any younger, folks. He's 39 years old. And that heavyweight division is as big as it ever has been in the BKFC, in my opinion. So there's a lot of fights that we can make for Duffy. He doesn't have to run in there and fight Arlovsky or, they threw him right to Rothwell, who nobody's beaten Rothwell. So I don't know. I think with the right matchup, we could see a really good scrap with Duffee here. What do you think, folks? Let me know down in the comments. If you're David Feldman, are you taking a chance on Todd Duffee, or are you just parting ways and going with what you have going right now? It's not exactly an easy decision. If I were in charge, it wouldn't be an easy decision. And what it would come down to, obviously, is dollars. As always, it is a business. So how much is Duffee looking for? You know, how much are they going to have to pay if they want to see Duffee fight? I don't know. A lot of things got to go right. I think it's got to be the right opponent, and I think it's got to be the right event as well. One where they can make some serious coin on, obviously, a bigger event, not just a fight night kind of deal. So those are my thoughts anyway. What are yours? Let me know while you're there. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you're into BKFC, then go ahead and smash that subscribe button. You won't be sad. Anyway, thanks for joining me here today on Bulls, Beers, and Brawls. Till next time, everybody, take care and peace. I think the trip all over the train. I wonder how we had all these things. I remember the time.